Hello, family and friends. This is Rob, the Sapper Gardener, representing Essayons Family Garden. I'm out in the garden, not in the kitchen today. And quick update on some of the stuff that we're doing. The inner garden, we've cleared pretty much all the beds. Let me turn you guys around. So we've cleared all the beds in here. We've sown bunches and bunches of seeds, beans, peas, lots of stuff, but I really want to show over the garage garden, so let me walk over there real quick. So this is a garage garden, so-called, because it's next to the garage, and we've started cleaning here. I actually tried to upload some footage from my phone, before picture, but it would not upload. But we've cleared here. We've got some volunteer potatoes coming back over here. We had all potatoes and ubi over here last year, and we'll be putting our other potatoes, and we'll actually drag those inside the privacy fence, because this is where we'll set our tomatoes out this year. And we do use tomato rings for our tomatoes, and we don't have all this cleared. We did a lot of work on it, but we still got some work to do. We've got a lot of the beds cleared out and ready to go, and we're still a week away from our last frost date, and we'll wait a week or two after that before we put our tomatoes out. These beds still need some work, and this is mint, so this will get flame weeded. We'll pull out what we can. I'll flame weed behind it, and we'll do a light vinegar spray, and then hopefully by the time we get all that done, it's warm enough to get our potatoes and a bunch of other stuff out. And Micro Orchard 2 is getting set up and ready to go. We cut the first grass a few days ago, and it's ready to be cut again. And we've got our sitting area almost finished. I'll put in a couple of photos of that, and then I'll be right back. And we have our straw bale garden set up. This is day 3, the first day we set it up. We fertilized it with a high nitrogen fertilizer, watered it. Second day, we didn't have to do anything because it rained. This is day 3, so I'm going to fertilize it again. And it's supposed to be thunderstorms today, so I don't have to water it, but that's the cycle. We got that from Mr. CB over at CB's Greenhouse and Garden. I'll leave a link to the fertilizing, conditioning regimen, and let you guys see how it turns out in the end. And we're over in Micro Orchard 2 now, where we're setting up straw bale also, but these are freestanding, not in a frame. We've got 4 here opposite a great plant, which is in the garage to be transplanted out, and 4 over here next to a great plant, which hopefully survived and bounces back. And I'm still debating where to put the rest that we have over on a pallet by the truck, but I'm thinking we will use some to rebuild this hugel mound and that hugel mound, and maybe just do another straw bale garden back here or up here where we had a mini straw bale garden last year. And the apple trees are all doing good, leafing out nicely. Hopefully I did a good job pruning them. The peach trees, the pawpaw trees, everything came back except for our pigeon peas and moringa back there, which we didn't expect them to come back. I just need to cut those and get those beds ready to be sown in. Alright, so some old habits die hard. I'm so used to being able to open up my iPhone and videotape when I'm walking through the garden, which is one of the reasons why we haven't done as many garden videos lately. But I've been having trouble uploading, so we use this camcorder that I'm recording on now, which is an old reliable Canon Vixia HF R60 or R80, and it works fine. It uploads good. The volume's always perfect on it. So I've recorded a bunch of stuff. Some of it we may not be able to upload, doing a mini garden tour of parts of the garden, and just it's nice to have a garden. And I purposely try not to talk too much about some of the things going on in the world right now, because yeah, it's just a terrible tragedy. No matter the cause, anytime lives are being lost, it's always terrible. But it has forced us as a family, and me especially, you know, as the head of the house, to focus more on what we're doing with our garden. Our garden has always been a kind of a place to go to help with, you know, stress relief or relaxation, exercise, a lot of different stuff. But now we realize that, you know, as much as we want to eat healthy, we have to grow more than what we have been doing. So, you know, we're making a conscious effort this year. I'll show you guys. Matter of fact, I'll show you right now so we don't have to hear the cars driving by. So, we've got our grow shelf here, which we've got tons of stuff still on it. And we've got some stuff out in the garage. Oh. And you know, we've always grown a lot of food in our garden, but this year we want to push it a lot farther than we have in the past, because we just never know what's going to be available, what's not going to be available. When we go out and we do our shopping, we don't know if they're going to have tomatoes. If they do, we gotta work extra hard to clean them when we get home. So we may not get to 1,000 pounds of tomatoes like Mr. CB and Miss Renee, but we're going to grow as many tomatoes as we can, as many peppers as we can, as much leafy greens, and especially now we're focused on growing things that can be frozen, that store well, and yeah, hopefully we'll do okay. And sorry for flipping you guys back and forth, especially to look at this mug, but yeah, we just want to encourage everybody out there. Now I look like a raccoon. Okay, there I am. Yeah, the man cave, sapper cave is a mess. But hopefully, you know, it's tragic out there, but hopefully this encourages people to think about being more self-sufficient, more self-sustaining, because, you know, nobody thought this would happen, and it happened. And no matter the cause, no matter what people believe, people are sick, people are dying, and you know, supplies, even if they're there, they're not getting out to people. We watched a great video on Bobblehead Homestead's channel where Jeff talked about it, and I actually, once I saw his video, you know, a little skeptical. I started doing some research, and you know, something that he said is true. The stores are not warehouses of food. They stock up just enough so that people can come in, and then it lasts until the next delivery. But if people go in and they buy everything up in one day, and then the next delivery is not till 2-3 days later, they won't have it. So, you know, it's more of a supply problem than an over demand. And this, you know, it could be debatable, because I think some people are hoarding. But yeah, if it happened once, it could always happen again, and we want to always be prepared. We're not preppers, but we are prepared. So we've got, freezer stock, refrigerator stock, our canned goods in our pantry, but, that'll last us 3 to 6 months, but we want to have provisions that will last us throughout the year. So the canning, the freezing, the dehydrating, we want to do as much of that as possible. We also want to focus on the mushrooms, which I have some still growing. I apologize, I haven't done mushroom updates lately because of just different things. But we want to concentrate on the mushrooms more. We want to concentrate on growing microgreens. We just want to be as prepared as we can so that if we need something, we have it here in our home. So, not a soapbox, not anything else, just an encouragement to people to do more, grow more, can more, store more, and just think of ways to save and be sustainable. So, battery pack's low, I gotta go. So, God bless our great country, America. God bless you wherever you reside around the world, your garden, your harvest, your kitchen, your meals, and especially your family. Stay safe and be healthy throughout the current situation. Take care. Sapper out. We got 2 different tracks today, huh, buddy?
It's a 12-ton truck.
Yeah, trains everywhere, trains.